Well, hello, friend. It has been a minute. Actually, it's been a whole 31 days, I think. But I thought I'd give you a quick little update of where we are in my retirement season. July had a lot of unexpected gifts and challenges that came about. For the month, we sold a home, we took grandkids on vacation, and I had a little surgery. So let me walk you through that, and I'll share kind of where we are with our move. All right, so the 1st of July, we listed our primary home, which is this home, on the market. And by the 7th, we had a contract and a backup offer. And the challenge to get closed by the end of August. We also decided on the 5th of July, after our little parade in our Wyoming town for the 4th, we decided to take 2 of our grandkids down to Arizona. We wanted to check in on some things there, but we also wanted to take them on vacation and be with them. So we were down there for a week, had some great pool time with them and fun dedicated time. They are 10 and 6, and they were a lot of fun. So, excuse me, that was great. But we got back on the 13th of July and began quickly decluttering and packing. And I'll show you a little bit. This is my little office space. You know, those bookshelves used to be full of books. There's a little camera, but I'm using my phone right now. Those bookshelves used to be totally full of books, and there used to be a couple of pieces of furniture there. I'm gonna walk you in. We actually ended up selling a few things. I got rid of my piano because, frankly, I think it was part of my fantasy self. I wasn't playing it as much as I used to. So if I want another piano when I get back to Arizona, sadly, they're a dime a dozen. So anyway, here's a little guest room. You can see we've packed up a whole bunch in here. This is Joe's mom's bookcase, and all the stuff has been packed up in there. The closet has not really been packed up, but the clothes have been cleared out, and still some more books in there. I don't know about you guys, but I am like a bookaholic. And the more we go digital, the more I want to keep my books. So anyway, we have moved, the piano's gone, had some boxes packed. Look at the little things over there. We sold a couch, and so they can't see out the window. Poor guys and girls, George and Sophie. And we've packed up. I have gone through a whole bunch of stuff, in the kitchen and gotten rid of things. Have a whole bunch of, this was hiding in my cedar chest. You ever do one of those paint and sips? My girlfriend and I, Christina, when we lived in DC together, we went to one of those events, and her peacock was a lot cooler. But when I showed her this other day, I sent her a picture, and she goes, "Oh, I got rid of my sick peacock a long time ago." I was like, he was hiding, but he's going in the trailer. He's going in the dump trailer. Along with, this is the thing, I was collecting a whole bunch of backwoods home magazines, Self-Reliance. Remember that season? Learned a whole bunch of good stuff. The library currently isn't taking a lot of donations, so I feel so bad that those dogs don't have their couch, but here we are. So I don't know, I'm gonna go in the garage and show you. It's kind of embarrassing, but we really have been working on it. But what I've done is just use this as space to dump all the things that I don't want or need anymore. And I've gotten rid of a lot of things. Had extra car seats for kids that my daughter's friends could use. And anyway, kind of embarrassing. But gotten rid of stuff over there on the shelf. Have cleaned out the freezer because we're going to take this with us, and so it's drying out. Anyway, lots of things go with a move, right? So the week of the 13th, that's what we started doing, is packing up and getting things going. Now, I think I've showed you my husband's 40 by 80 shop, and he also had a little shed that he used as an office, a man cave, a she shed, whatever. And so, you know, he's had to work on that. These shelves were full of his albums and photos, and, you know, I mean, we just didn't think we'd be leaving here. So we didn't do a very good job of weeding things out. Anyway, so let's get back to the story. Okay, so let's continue with the rest of the story. We were packing up the week of the 13th, getting rid of stuff. We're also working on the rental home because, if you'll remember, we had decided to keep that as our home base. And so we were doing things, new floors. We painted. My husband and I did the painting. Of course, we hired the floors. He was rehabbing some cabinets, building decks. And then when this happened, we had to pivot. By this, I mean when I had to go to the hospital and spent a few nights and realized that by Thursday I was going to have surgery. The challenge was not that this is dire surgery. This is clearly, the gallbladder removal surgery is clearly common. A lot of folks have it, but surgery is still surgery and you have to recover. So it was like 4 to 6 weeks and you can't lift anything. And I was like, that's going to be a problem. So we decided, well, you know, we have resources. We've sold this home. So we were going to pack all ourselves and then just hire somebody to take the stuff for us to different locations. And as we began to talk about that, well, what's going to go over to the other house in our town and what's going to head down to Arizona for later, I just said, you know, I think we need to uncomplicate our lives. I think we need to have one home. And as much as I want to see family, and I think this will be another video about why we're making this decision to leave family in Wyoming. And frankly, short story, it's not the only place family is. We've got family all over. And so why not be in a place where we really feel comfortable, we love it, we love the weather, we love the climate, don't have to shovel snow. Anyway, a whole bunch of things that maybe we'll talk about later. So we decided in that quickly that we're going to go ahead and put that house on the market after we're done with this one and after we've done the work on it, and which we also had to decide to hire some people to help us with that now. And we're just going to move everything to Arizona. And with our resources, once these things are sold, we'll be able to get the bigger home in Arizona because, you know, my husband has, maybe I already said this, but has his 40 by 80 shop. And so we're not going to find that again, but a 3-car garage would be great so that he can have room for some of the things that he loves to work on, which is he has hobbies in retirement and it's a good option. So anyway, so that's where we are. I've had the surgery. I'm almost 2 weeks out and feeling great, except, you know, the body uses a lot of energy to heal. And so I even thought, well, I'm just going to be sitting around. I can probably do a few YouTube videos. Yeah, there was no energy for that. So I apologize. But anyway, I think what's interesting about this whole process is that there was a time when I was working that I just had to push harder to make sure timelines were met and, you know, work longer and do things harder almost. And in this season of life, you know, we think because we've got so much flexibility that we aren't going to be bothered by things that change or plans that get changed and we have to pivot. my initial reaction was still being bothered. And yet my almost instant reaction after that was, what are you going to do? You know? And does that really matter? It's really more important to take care of my health, get this right, because I could have delayed it and waited till we got to Arizona. Maybe things would be fine, you know, because I think I've had some of these attacks before and I didn't realize that that's what they were over these past 6 months or maybe even a year. So we talked about that option, but really we love this little town and the doctors, the medical care that's here. So we felt like this was just the time to get it done. And there you have it. I think in this life, the biggest takeaway is, you know, nothing really, not too much is catastrophic or tragic. I mean, there are some tragedies that occur, of course, but in our day-to-day lives, this was just a blip on a road, and we're really working towards getting to that ideal retirement season lifestyle that we want. And you can't expect to get there without some hiccups, just like in life. And so we're embracing all of that. We're doing what we can. Joe's carrying more than the normal load. And I'm so grateful for him. I think that's the other thing that, you know, is just when we're working and going at a fast pace that maybe we miss all of the people that are stepping in just quietly and helping you do one thing or this thing, and how, you know, I really believe God is working together for our good. And so I feel very blessed and very grateful. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sticking with me. My hope is that I will get on a more regular, consistent schedule with posting videos. I don't know that it'll happen until September, but maybe so. We can always hope. But I appreciate you being here. I'd be curious to know how you feel about having your plans changed in retirement. Does it affect you differently than it did while you were working? Are there things that still bother you? Or do you just kind of like, well, I'm retired, it'll be all right? Just kind of curious if your personality has adapted along with the change of the seasons, or if you still feel the same as you did when you were working. Thank you so much for being here. I'm happy to be with you again, and I will see you again soon.